Hey there.
Hi, welcome back to Beyond Beans and Weenies. I'm Janet Rowland.
And I'm Sue Hansen, and we're here for a really great
good one
meal. And we have some fun today for you, right? Don't we?
We always have fun.
Okay.
So what's this dish called?
This is veggie stuffed pork chops. Now, you know, normally I would not be a pork chop stuffer, but I do love pork chops because pork chops are one of those things that it's real easy to cook. And, you know, we have this mental thought that you can't have something like this after you worked all day. But pork chops only take like 30 minutes to cook.
Okay.
So it's really not that big a deal. So I'm going to start, and this is my own, I made this kind of recipe up. Start with 1 egg, and I'd like for Janet to beat that.
It's one of those kinds of recipes that she makes up in her head but hasn't tried yet.
Yeah, and then, so you know, you have to let us know if this is any good. And then we're going to add some, I would say poultry seasoning, but Janet had some herb chicken seasoning, which is, you know, essentially the same. Yeah, pretty much the same.
I know it's your head recipe, but I think we need more. Okay.
More what?
More of that.
Okay. Anyway, so go ahead. Now this is broccoli and corn, and I think you could pretty much use any veggie combination you want. And then, and for those of you, this is kind of like taking the place of, what do you call that stuff?
Stuffing?
A box stuffing.
Stovetop stuffing.
And if you look at that, it has a lot of stuff you don't really need to have in it. And so I'm not like a super big natural gal, but stuffing is really easy to make, and it's not that big of a deal. And so then you're going to add about half a cup of, not all that, that's like about 4 cups of Parmesan. That's good. And then mix that up. We need a little salt and pepper. These are not super thick pork chops. If you really get serious about wanting to do stuffed pork chops, buy the thicker ones, like 1 1/4 inch. These are not. I got these in the family plan. So. Okay, so what I'm basically going to do is, you know, see how I'm using my instrument, my hands, and I'm going to just stuff that in there like this. Now I only am going to do 2 pork chops, and then you would put this like this, and then more salt and pepper on the top, and then bake that for about 35 minutes at 350 degrees. Pork does not need to be cooked to death, and so anyway, it's going to come out, you're going to have your pork, you're going to have some nice gravy there, and it's going to be perfect. It's going to be delicious.
So tabletop question of the day, and it's probably not as applicable to the kids around the table, but maybe your girlfriends. How many diets have you been on in your life?
Oh my gosh.
And what kind were they?
Well, earlier I was into diets. So I would say when I was in high school, I was a little heavier in high school, and I reached my maximum in college. I've been on the grapefruit diet, I've been on the protein diet, liquid protein diet. I don't know, maybe that's Atkins. What about you?
A lot of. I've only been on one. I started it when I was about 14, and I'm still on it.
One, and you just keep like new additions to the diet?
Yes,
so
just always
I think that's crazy though. You know, I think part of it is that you just need to eat moderately, and I have a kind of a secret. Not, you know, look, I'm not even going to charge you for this one. I think whatever you would eat in a meal, no matter what it is, just cut it in half. So even if it's a high fat, just eat half of it and start getting used to saying, you know, I'm really kind of full, and getting in touch with that. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be. The
time I was the thinnest and really didn't have to diet, I ate only what I wanted to eat, only when I was hungry, and I stopped when I was full. But the problem is, what I wanted to eat was an Eskimo pie ice cream bar for breakfast, and that's what I had though, and I didn't have anything else. And if what I wanted was nacho cheese, Doritos, and cream cheese for lunch, I'd have that. But that's all I'd have. And so but
I said to my husband one time, you know, gosh, all I eat is a McDonald's, whatever, Happy Meal in the morning. And he said, well, if you're eating 100% fat, and that's all you're eating, you're still going to get heavy because...
But I actually didn't, though. I lost weight when because what do? You think, oh, I can't have that Eskimo pie ice cream bar. I'm going to have a bowl of oatmeal. And then in an hour, you have the Eskimo pie ice cream bar anyway. So just have the ice cream bar. And
I think you have about 6 of them and be done with it.
There you go.
Anyway, so are we signing off? So
yes.
we have veggie stuffed pork chops. And trust me, they are delicious. I made it up, but you know what? It's good.
So how long do you bake them?
35 minutes at 350. Put some more salt and pepper on there. You can do whatever you want to the stuffing, but just break that so it looks good. Yeah.
All right. See you tomorrow.
Bye.